5 minutes south of Berry at Jaspers Brush is TurfCo. They're a local turf grower, supplying many of Berry's local landscapers and commercial businesses, the Shoalhaven City Council, tourist parks and local schools, as well as thousands of local property owners over the years.
So TurfCo as a business started on the other side of Berry, south coast of New South Wales. It started in the late 80s. I think 1988 was the official start year, so we're 35 years now.
Starting out as a boutique turf farm back then, now 3 families make up the shareholders of the company. The business has flourished with over 150 acres of turf under production. The business today is guided by a leadership team that includes a general manager, operations, sales and logistic managers.
What's changed the most for our business over the years would be changes in innovation in machinery in particular. Turf farming when it was the late 80s and through the 90s was a pretty back-breaking job. Everything was done by hand. Now robotics and machinery has made it so the first person to touch the product now is actually the end user.
But even with the critical impacts of innovation to date, that rate of change is not slowing.
I think the change is coming for the turf industry in the near future. Tighter restrictions on herbicide use, particularly pesticides. We've seen a lot of trends in Europe where they've actually banned use of a lot of herbicides and pesticides, and we are fortunate there are companies like Envu and others who are doing work to make that a little bit easier for us and hopefully bringing some sustainable products that are still effective so we can grow our crops to a high environmental standard, I guess you'd say.
But has all this innovation contributed to better work-life balance? For those in the turf farming business, that gets challenging during their busy seasonal periods.
It can be difficult, particularly just prior to Christmas when it gets really hot and can get busy, but we start earlier in the morning and we just manage staff load as best as we possibly can. There's not a lot of easy ways around it, unfortunately.
But if you have to work, then this is the best place, Joe believes.
So what I love most about working in the turf industry is you get a great mix of tasks. It's not the same thing every day. It's not monotonous at all, and we get to work outdoors. Like some of the places that we get to work in are magnificent. We're on a beautiful turf farm here on the south coast of New South Wales, and there's not many jobs that get the mixture of tasks as well as working in beautiful spots and being out in the sun as turf farming gives you.
But it's not all about growing grass here. They have some special cows as well. Joe explains.
So I think the story goes, we were on a turf conference in Tasmania in about 2006 and we saw something similar and someone suggested, hey, you should do that. So Scott Parker, who's been at TurfCo pretty much since the start, he paints the cows himself. The team in the office and also on the farm come up with the ideas.
And the passion has caught plenty of attention.
The recent one they did promoting the Barbie movie, it got tens of thousands of likes and comments and thousands of shares on Facebook, and they've given TurfCo a real identity and it's something that people look forward to when they drive down the coast here.
And that's when art and fun at work have some all-round benefits.
It's a real showpiece of our business that's a little bit fun as well and doesn't have to be so serious all the time. So it's a pretty cool thing and Scott does a tremendous job.